All right, so going to take off the ugly caps here. I don't know why they do stuff like this. It's a shame you can't take off those other caps because they have holes in them. So what I'm going to do is, I've seen a lot of people taking these off already and they scratch the wheels. I hate scratched wheels, especially on the Tesla. The old Model 3 Performance I had, oh my God. I mean, if you scratch them, you're screwed. Thank God we didn't scratch them in the 10,000 miles we had it in basically a year, because it just ruins the whole thing. You can see so many Tesla drivers with Performance, they're not real car people. All their wheels are scratched on the Y. It's also, especially on the Y, you see every single wheel is scratched. I remember showing my wife, we're in the parking lot. I'm like, listen, come over here. I want you to look at this car. Look at how this looks. Take note of this. You're screwed. So thank God she never scratched them. So here's my little kit. This is a must-have if you have one of these. Of course, you know, beautiful Teslas, they do not come with anything. They don't come with jacks. They don't come with spares, God forbid, because everybody who drives these cars is pretty much incompetent and they wouldn't have had to change a spare anyway. You know what I mean? So you have to buy these bad boys. These are on Amazon. I'll have links in the description below. And this is also another great thing to own. Bought this one also on Amazon, DeWalt. Already have a lot of DeWalt products, so it really makes life easier if you ask me. I'm not one to basically want to do this kind of work, but it's a necessity. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take these off. I'm going to actually clean them. I mean, the car has 0 miles on it. Came from Brooklyn over here to Staten Island. But what I am going to do is I'm going to ceramic coat these on the insides. I want to make sure everything's right. I'm also going to ceramic coat these beautiful Brembos that have absolutely no stopping power whatsoever. Thing about these new Teslas, unlike the old Performance, yes, the whole point of this system was to rotate basically front to back, but now you can't do that because of the offsets. You know, the rears are actually wider than the front, so I'm just going to be utilizing this kit to do the ceramic coating right now, and I'm going to be taking off these ugly things the right way. Even if I have to break them off from the back, they're never going to go back on. I could not care less. Most people, you know, they're taking their time taking them off with the wire and the plastics. Nah, I'm probably just going to break them off, so I'm never going to use them again. I'm never going to put them back on. Okay, so we're going to take off the cap. Oh yeah. Okay. You know, it's a shame. I don't know, I might try to get covers for these. I was thinking maybe putting a cap in there, see if that would work. Not really sure. Or how that would look. You know, it's something to think about. The other thing I was thinking about also doing is maybe trying to red the inside of this guy. You know, just make it look a little different. You know, because when you go in the parking lot, you can't tell this Toyota Corolla from the rest. It's really a shame there's just so many of them. All right, now I know why no one's jacking up these cars. You can't. It's impossible. Well, at least with my old Sears Craftsman 3-ton jack, which of course you need for this particular vehicle. Check it out. There's the Tesla puck, right? No way I'm getting that thing in there. Right, there's the one in the rear. It's like the rear has a little bit more height to it, but I don't have one of those super slim jacks. I mean, I don't know. I mean, why would I? You know, it's funny. I thought I had taken off the wheels on the other car, but no, come to think of it, no, I didn't. See how dirty it is in there? Now, I could just rip these out and be like everybody else and hopefully not scratch it that much. But you know what? I want to do the right thing on this one. I really want to ceramic coat those Brembos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go outside, lift up some patio bricks, because I think that would be the safest way to do it. They're kind of flat. It's definitely like an inch tall, inch and a half, and hopefully that could give me the clearance. I don't really want to put two on top of each other, but I might have to actually, and they're not totally flat like I'd like them to be. I do have them, but So here's my solution. This is actually a lot taller. When I was walking up to get what I wanted, I saw the cap here. This is for retaining wall. It's a retaining wall cap. And you know what, I says, let me go with the short. This is good because this is where it locks in, but this is a little bit shorter. Can I make it up? Hopefully no slip. Now, I even put on a folded up towel. Look at this, very thick, because what happens if it tries to go up? You never know what can happen. So I'm gonna try to do it this way. The other one I was thinking was probably like an inch tall. This is like, whew, this might be like 3 inches tall, 2.5 at least, but this will definitely get me the clearance. Now, when I do the other one, I'm gonna have to move it forward. Of course, that's why I was gonna do it anyway. I like to keep the car on the carpet, but sometimes the carpet can slip with these Teslas. You'd be surprised keeping them in the garage. The other one did. This one already did it. You know, the car does have a lot of grip. I'm going to go as slow as possible. And let's see if I F this up. And it could also make a good YouTube video for a lot of haters too. So let's see what happens. Even with the 3 inches, basically, it just barely clears it. That's crazy. Look at that. It really just barely made it there. Yeah, I'm probably twisting the frame here. Look at that. Freaking back wheels off the ground. So here we go. Very clean in here, of course, should be. Now I'm gonna ceramic coat this, and then I'm gonna wash the inside of that wheel outside, dry it, also ceramic coat on the inside and the outside, and pull off those ugly caps. Yeah, it's these plastic that definitely destroy everything. Now I think even if you take off these wires, it still has these pieces of plastic. So what I may do is use some snips. Where are they? If I could just find them. Hey, this might actually do the trick too. You never know, but yeah, I think I'd rather crack those things off as much as possible. There it is. And do it that way. Yo, these things are pretty sturdy, even to like crack them off and cut the wire. They're very hardcore. Now, this is from the factory, look. It has these kind of scratches already in there. Yeah, I scratched a little bit, of course, but it's on the inside. You can't see it when I took it off. So what I'm doing is this. I'm cutting the line, and then what I'm doing is I'm breaking these things. I'm twisting them off so that they just fall out. As soon as I lift up the wheel, here's what I just did. So look, see, this is cracked, right? And then when I lift up, she just comes out. Oh, now I just put it back in. Hey, let me crack this one off too. But that's the route I'm trying to go, so I don't see any scratches on here. See if it works. Here's the end result. Looks like I didn't scratch anything. You know, the other thing is too, I was thinking about it. Probably from the factory though, when they push these things in, it might have scratched these things too, but I'm not really seeing anything. Wheel's dirty, I gotta clean it. Maybe I will see some scratches from just pushing these in. All right, so here's the deal. Here's how you wanna do it, okay? Crack this one, okay? This one, at the end, you could just pull this piece down. This is the last one that kind of holds it in. And as long as you pull that down, make sure you do it, then it will just fall out. And that's the key. Now I'm gonna wash these up and get the process going with the ceramic coating. It may take me a while. Maybe I'll only just do 2 today. You know, and then I'll turn the car around, do the other side. Just wanna be safe with it, don't need any issues, and it's always just good to be organized. Here's the end result. Recycle, baby. All right, so here's the process. Take a look. There's the difference already with the ceramic. You could clearly see it. I mean, it's dark with the camera, but you could see where I ceramic coated and definitely where I did not. So very easy to do. It's quick.
Just trying to keep it as nice as possible. You know, one of the cool things about these particular wheels, looks like you could really stick your hand in here and clean, so it should be a lot easier. It's not going to prevent it. It's not like the brake dust isn't going to ever get on there. Of course it is. It just makes it easier to wipe off. That's the whole point of this. So, all right, so now I'm going to ceramic coat this caliper up front. I did notice that it looks like maybe, yeah, there is real suspension in here finally. It can handle. I will tell you that the brakes still do suck. I tried to stop this thing the other day, and yeah, just not even being aggressive. Yeah, they still suck. You know what these actually look like to me? These look like Macan S brakes, really. I mean, I know it's Brembo. I had the Macan S, so I do believe these are these same calipers. Definitely looks similar. But yeah, suspension looks a little different, I would say here. To make it into sport mode, it actually makes a difference. Hopefully, you know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, very easy to do with the ceramic coating. Just push this on here. It's just dark, so I figure I use the good old flashlight. You know what? Let me just get my rag. It fell over here. I gotta do the whole thing, so I may have to use like a little rag instead of the sponge that it comes with because of all these different craters and crevices and everything else. But really my goal is just to try to protect these guys as much as possible and keep them clean, because you know what really makes these performance Toyota GRs is these alloy wheels and these beautiful red calipers. So there you go. This one is pushing it, so. You know what's funny? This caliper is a lot dustier than the front was. Yeah, go figure, right? Yeah. This one also has something for the shock absorbers here. It's amazing how cheaply this car is made. It's really friggin' paper thin. Look at these things. Really terrible. Now this car has like real no insulation. It's like, ugh. But it is what it is, right? So what do we got? 275 30 20s. These things are massive in the rear. And I have to tell you, that rim and tire is a lot more heavy than the front was. But yeah, I gotta clean this guy up now and get this thing going. Yeah, most likely only be able to do these two sides. Looks like it's raining outside. I got to turn the car around. So you know what? I could do it tomorrow. What's the rush in life, right? But yeah, I figured I'd show you the back. So I'm doing the same process. Nothing really special. Nothing interesting at all to like really videotape or something. So, but fronts are looking good. I don't know what I'm going to do with the cap situation. Oh, you know what I did forget to do? I forgot to ceramic coat that cap. But I'm not sure if I'm going to put a circle cap in there, try to red out that Tesla badge somehow if there's a sticker. I got to see.